Hi, so I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while because there isn't much to show. I've been, well, not anymore because we have another coder who I still don't know if he wants to be counted as fully on the team or not, but he's helping out. Amazing person. We've been having him from EA for the moment. He's an EA person. Woohoo. You know, that's kind of something to say. But, no, and then we also have an artist, which is Akira. He's the one that did the staff. I don't know if I said this on the last video, but he did the staff. And he did the Chaos Gate. Well, he's working on all of the stuff. Right now he's working on Hidden Holy Ground, so once I have stuff to show from him for that, then I'll definitely be showing it in a video. Or just screenshots on the Facebook page, which don't forget to like. I'll add links in the description. Um, so things I wanted to talk about first, before I show you anything for the game, is that we had some problems with the web server, and that the fact that it just went down. Just completely down, and the provider isn't responding at all, nothing back, and it's been like that for like a week now. It went down last Friday and still is not up, even after sending in more than one ticket for a complaint and needing to be fixed. So, me and the other coder went half on a year's worth of a web server for GoDaddy, which is working out perfect, but since the other server was inaccessible, even after waiting at least 4 or 5 days, can't remember how many it was, I went ahead and just set the website back up, the forums back up, the main website back up. Sadly, because of that, we couldn't get the old databases or content, so all the stuff was reset, accounts and posts. I'm really sorry about that, but there was really nothing I could do, and I know some of you guys used it, so I didn't want to keep it down that long. But I also wanted to ask, can you guys start like talking on there? It'd be really cool to have a community. I know it's not much for you guys to do right now since nothing's up, but it's at least nice to get to know the people that are going to play my game or want to play my game. So I'll also add a link to that, even though I know that most of you know what it is. But the next thing is we're thinking about doing a Kickstarter after we get at least as far as the combat done, maybe a little bit more. So whenever it gets there, we want to give you guys prizes if we're able to. That's the fact, if we're able to. I'm pretty sure we will be able to, but we still haven't gotten full permission from CC2, because no matter how many times I send them messages through their Google messaging thing on their English page, I'm not able to contact them because they still haven't sent anything back. I've been trying, but I'm just going ahead with the project anyway. Either way, it's fun, and I know you guys like it. So on the forum, there's a section for posting what you might want as a prize. One of them that I thought of was, so you know how I release clients here and there whenever I have things done for you guys. I think whenever the Kickstarter opens, that I'm gonna stop doing that and make it to where you have to donate and you get a prize. And one of the prizes is the fact that you get access to as many versions of the client as you want. As long as it's runnable, you can have it. If you do that, you have one account, you can play on it, or your friends can play on that one account, but nobody can be logged in more than once at a time. So at least you guys and your friends get to play it around on it, and you guys can ask for as many versions as you want, which will be fun, and it'll be nice. So you guys get to see exactly what's going on, and you get to ask me exactly what I'm working on. You'll even get to be talking with the other members and knowing what's going on to the exact point of the time when you ask. I don't know how much it'll be, and I actually like you guys to tell me how much you might actually donate to do that, because I don't want it too little, because we're actually trying to raise money, and I don't want it too much because I want someone to do it and it'd be cool. But the amount that we're looking for is no more than 10,000, which in the aspect of things is pretty low, because a lot of people are asking for like 300,000, which is more than that'd be way too much. And I'm just trying to do this as something fun for me and you guys, a place to hang out and make the world. No biggie, we just need stuff for the server and things for for like programs like a full version of Unity and a full version the modeling programs and whatever else we might need to come across. Another thing is that crap, I just had it in my mind. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to make .hack the world anymore. Like I always say, .hack, .hack. I love .hack, like extremely love it. But I'm more into just making the world. I don't want .hack the world. I don't want to be referenced as .hack the world. I want it to be the world. But there's still things that I want to add in that are from .hack. But we're trying to make the world, not focused around .hack. This is the game that's inside the show, not the show. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just that's what the goal is. We're trying to make a game that all .hack fans will know what it is. Or then you're gonna join just to play the game because the game's fun. It's the world, and it's not linked to some anime. So if you guys understand that, that'd be cool. I mean, if you want, you still say .hack the world, but you know, I guess it doesn't really matter. I just wanted you guys to know that. So, things that have been going on in the game, we, for the probably third or fourth time I know, have been redoing the networking. But this time it is so much better. There's so much more that we can do. We have a full customizable stuff that we can do because we're putting it together ourselves using just the Photon library. Big, giant difference. Everything's going so much easier. We got rooms, which rooms are like almost completely different games, pretty much. Whenever you go into a room, you don't see other players from other rooms. So this also allows us to use the same field, but make it to where you guys can have multiple versions of that field. But it still looks the same, but there's different people. That's why we're going to add in like a cap of 50 people, so it doesn't get too filled up and stuff like that. So it feels like it's an ultimate amount of rooms, even though you're just in an ultimate amount of fields. I mean, even though you're just in the same one, which is really nice because I know I don't really want to be in a field and have all these people to where I don't even have walking room for my character. And I don't want to run across the character every few feet either. And it's the same thing that we're going to do in the dungeons. I know that dungeons are small. Like, they really are. Their hallways aren't too big. And if it gets clutter from the whole amount of people going into that same field and into that same dungeon, then it's going to get overcrowded. So we're going to make a cap of 10. So once that cap of 10 hits, whenever you go in, you'll end up going into another version of it. So that means no one's just going to keep on stealing your dungeon item constantly to where you have to sit there forever just to get to it after defeating monsters. And you're not just going to be able to run through it just because someone else defeated monsters. It should leave enough of a gap that it will be good. And if you're in a party, then you're not going to be tossed between each person getting into a different one if they keep on capping off. No, this is gonna work. Like if you're in a party, then you're just gonna go to the next one that has enough spots for all three of you, or three or four people. And whenever you go back to the fields, it's not gonna do the same thing. You're gonna go to one where it has enough room for all of you guys, so you won't get split up. But if you're a single player, then you're gonna get split. Then I mean you're not gonna get split up because you're alone. But you're gonna be put in one that has one spot, which will be nice because then you'll run into other people. Root towns won't do that because it's root towns. We're gonna make them big enough that it will support everyone. And I mean, there's more than one root town, so it won't be too bad. I'm sure not all of your guys are gonna sit in Macanu all the time. But because we've been working on that, there's not much to show. I mean, we got where we're connected to the server, we can do things, we can join rooms, switch rooms, but now we got it to where we can partly instantate a object, which is like spawning them over the network. It's not completely finished, but you know, it's getting there. We got it to where at least it shows up, but if you log in after it spawned and stuff like that, then it doesn't really work. So that's how it's working out right now. I was going to show you, but really there's not much to show, actually. But I might as well try. So let's go into the scene for the login. and I'll play it. And I didn't go into the scene. Oops. Thought I did. There we go. So these are all the things. So up here is showing me all the stuff so I can debug things. So this is the level that I'm currently in. How many people are in the room, and this one's how many people have been in the room. And this one's the room name that you're currently in, which is how the network keeps track of things. And this is just character stuff. But here I'll log in. And right now we do have it to where female and male classes are there. So whenever you go into creation, like I posted on the Facebook page of a picture of it, it does do that. You can click whether or not you're female or male, and it picks, whenever you log in, it spawns that one, which is really cool because we haven't had that before, and we barely even had any kind of customization before. So let's go ahead and log in. We go log in, and it actually, as long as the server's up, I completely did not think about that. Shit. Okay, so if the server's not up, which I'm definitely going to get upset for because I just remembered that it wasn't, and I decided to make this video since last night. I actually tried to make the video, but it didn't record the screen, so it was only me talking, and which, you know, YouTube won't do that. So I guess you get the point of this, but oh, it actually started to. I think it's just going to give an error. Yeah, see, right down here is connecting. But, so I'll just tell you what happens. You go in, we actually have it to where a loading screen pops up anytime you switch to a new field, and it's super cool because that's how it manages switching the field. It doesn't spawn your character until you're actually in the field either, so you won't be sitting there with a fake loading screen. This one actually does stuff. It will have a loading bar, and it will display the name of the field that you're currently going into. I think tonight, or I mean today before I go to work, I'll end up going and making some other things for the game, like how monsters have their little gate things that circle around and stuff. I'm gonna try and make that. Not much I can do at the moment because I'm not advanced enough to create the main network part of it, but I work on it. After that, then I'm able to code everything else. So after that, everything will go much faster because I don't have to have someone around. So I think that's actually about it. I still want to remind you of our forum and our Facebook page, even though I know the Facebook page doesn't get reset. But the forum works out much better because it also lets you stay logged in constantly instead of having to log in every single time it refreshes the page. So go there if you wanted a name that someone else picked. Also, you can grab it before someone else does, possibly. I know that happened. Like the moderator Kite lost his name to someone else because he wasn't fast enough. So try and get your name if you want it. And I hope you liked the update so you know something of what's going on. So I'll see you later.